Hello and welcome to the nice and sleazy quiz of the year. Now, unfortunately, I was going to go for having a panel today, but we're gonna postpone that till Friday. We're going to do a panel show on Friday, a panel show that you're going to be involved in. Today, we are going to do a straight up quiz. There's going to be 67 questions, 6-7, and we're going to see who can win. So I'm going to get my big notepad out here. I'm going to start writing down names, taking down names. Now listen, I'm always up for a little bit of sleaze. So if you are so minded that you think, do you know what would be a great idea if I gave Graham some super chat money, I might consider giving you some points in return. But it just depends how I feel because, you know, nothing in life is fair, especially not the nice and sleazy quiz of the year 2025. So nice to have you on board. I'm Graham Hughes. You're watching Politics Social. We've got a lot of questions to get through. I have a question to get started, which is, are you ready? Are you ready for this? Have you been paying attention throughout the year? We're going to have either 6 or 7 questions from each month. No, actually 5 or 6 questions from each month of the year. I got 69 out of 67. What do I win? Well, so what I thought is, if you haven't got a copy of my book and you win, I will send you a copy of my book. If you have got a copy of my book and you win, I will send you a Politics Social mug. How exciting is that? And if you've got my book and a Politics Social mug, I will send you a copy of Mike Dix's book of the year. And if you got that as well, I'll just have to think of something else to buy you. So, you know, bring it on. Bring it on, says Paul. Let's do it. Are we all ready? Are you ready, Breck? Yes, and Maximilian's viewers have just joined us, so big hello to everyone who's come over from Max's channel. You're watching the nice and sleazy quiz of the year 2025. We've got 67 questions for you. Fastest finger first in the chat. You've got to get the first one in the chat, and I'm going to set my view here to not necessarily what's on the screen here, but my view to live chat. Okay, so I should be getting every message. Sometimes I miss the messages. We've had a problem like this before with the chat where someone said I said that, and then I've looked at the live messages rather than the top messages, and their message has indeed come up. So I'm not too bothered about spelling and punctuation as long as you kind of get the right answer. I'm not going to not let you have it. If the question is who wrote The Grapes of Wrath and you write Steinbeck, I will give it to you, okay? I won't demand that you say John Steinbeck and not give you the point. Dad. It was 30 years ago. I'll still never forgive him. Anyway, so hello everyone. Who have we got in the chat? We've got Elle in the chat. We've got Resloy. We've got Jenny Davis. We've got Viper Scott. Something that I should add as well. If you're going to take part in this quiz, you need to subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can't take part in the quiz. So if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and let's go. Sphereland says, that's not fair. I type slowly. Well, some of these questions are like a number, and it's going to be a bit of guesswork getting the number right. So everyone should be able to get involved. I hope. Right, let's kick off then. Are we all ready? Are we all settled down? Have we all adjusted our wellies? Yeah. Okay. So is one angry pagan out there? Is one angry pagan? I love this. Oh god, that probably gives it away a little bit. Oh well, never mind. Okay. So the question to start with, we're going back to January of 2025. The biggest ever what for Britain was found in a quarry in Oxfordshire. In January this year, the biggest ever what for the UK was found in a quarry in Oxfordshire. I want to know what they found in a quarry. It was the biggest one we've ever seen in this country. Oh, by the way, most of these questions are going to be UK-centered questions, but there are a couple of questions about goings on across the pond. But I'm trying not to dwell on that too much because I fucking hate that guy. Let's see. Diamond, Fossil, Dino Trail. Thank you, Billy Kershaw. Billy Kershaw straight onto the leaderboard there with Dino Trail. Yeah, it was Dinosaur Trail. It was a trail of dinosaur footprints. So Billy Kershaw gets the point there. So that's the score at the moment. Billy Kershaw on 1. But also we have Paul Ewan. Paul Ewan, who has dropped in a super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. That is very kind of you, Paul. He says a scoring system like Mock the Week. Yeah, pretty much. And Paul, because you gave me £2, I'm going to give you a point as well. So Billy and Paul are both on 1 point each. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Go team Pagan, says Billy Kershaw. Fantastic. Okay. Next question. In January this year, which TV series won the Golden Globe for Best Drama? Best Drama on TV. So it would have been for 2024. Which TV series won the Golden Globe in January 2025 for the Best Drama? Not of 2025, but of 2024. Obviously, it's the year before. Nosebleed, slow mode is on. Oh, well, we don't want people spamming. Hang on, let me just adjust this while people are trying to suss out. Well, people are Googling who, who won. Let me just adjust me well easy. Yeah, hang on. Right, so let's have a look what the slow mode is saying. Slow mode. Is it on 60 seconds? I thought I put it down to 30 seconds on all this. Oh, I'm going to find it now. Slow mode. The slow mode's on 30 seconds. Right, what I'll do is I'll put the slow mode down to 15 seconds. Actually, no. Yeah, because if you... Okay, it's going to take me 10... I'm putting it down to 10 seconds because I understand that if you have just answered the previous question and then I ask the next question, you might not be able to get it in time. So, yeah, I've sorted that, I hope. Sarah Davis, just there with a £1 super chat. Thank you very much, Sarah. Sarah Davis now on the scoreboard with 1 point. Well done. And let's have a look what answers we got. Adolescence, no, that was this year. Squid Game, no. That was this year as well. Line of Duty, no. Severance, Only Fools and Horses. Yuri, you made me laugh. You get a point. But that's not the right answer. Oh, well, by the way, you also get points for making me laugh. So if you want to give me money, make me laugh. It's a nice and sleazy quiz. It's a politics quiz, innit? Although this doesn't really have much to do with politics. Which TV show won the best drama? Gong. The Erica Kirk Show, says L. L's getting a point. Jesus. The best drama. It's on 10 seconds on my screen. Yeah, it should be. Adolescence, no, that was this year. This is a show from last year. Slow Horses, no. SpongeBob, no. The Sweeney, no. Squid Game, no. But it does begin with S. Okay, it does begin with S. Has anyone got it yet? It came out last year. It was on, I think it was on Disney Plus in the UK. Shogun! Well done, Sarah. Sarah Davis is now on 2. Billy Kershaw on 1. Paul Ewan on 1. Yuri's on 1 and El's on 1. So let's go with the so you could actually get 69 out of 67 on this. Okay, so in January this year, the Royal Mint issued a commemorative £2 coin to commemorate which author? So £2 coin issued in January 2025 to commemorate which British author? Anyone? Viper Scott also said Shogun, but too late. I'm sorry, Viper Scott. Who was commemorated on £2 coin earlier this year? Who was it? Damn it, I was too slow, says Viper Scott. Stop telling me you were too slow and start answering the question. Roald Dahl, no. A.A. Milne, no. Boris Johnson. John, no. John Barleycorn gets a point for making me laugh. John Barleycorn, 1. Beatrice Potter, Liz Truss, no. Enid Blyton, no. A.A. Milne, no. J.K. Rowling, sorry, had to say no, it definitely wasn't. Richard Adams, didn't he write Watership Down? No. Wasn't him. Wasn't Beatrice Potter. Wasn't Terry Pratchett. No one's got it yet. Oh my word. Charles Dickens, no. More up to date than that, but not too up to date. He's been dead for a while. George Orwell, you're an Infectanov. You get your second point. Well done, my friend. It was indeed George Orwell. All's well that ends well, as we used to say. So yes, fantastic stuff. We now have Sarah Davis and Yuri are both on 2 points apiece in the lead. Right, in January, Tulip Siddiq resigned from her position in government because of the association with the corruption scandal in Bangladesh involving her auntie. Now, the question I've got for you is, which position in the government did she vacate? So she resigned from what position in government, Tulip Siddiq, in January? What was the title of her title? What was the name of her title? What was the title of her name? What was her job at the government? What was it? And I want the full job title, please. No muckadoodling. High missionary. Wouldn't have guessed that answer. No? Cow? Tea lady? Transport? No. I hope Pete's Music wasn't calling Tulip Siddiq a cow. That's very nice. She seems nice, actually. I don't really have a problem with her. Minister for Corruption, says Jamie. No! Housing Minister. Treasury Minister. That's the closest we've got. Yuri saying Treasury Minister, but that's not the exact job title that she had. Homeless Minister. No, she wasn't. Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs, Secretary of the Environment, no. Anti-corruption, no. Spaniels, Shetlands and Momies, no. Billy, what are you talking about? Billy Kershaw gets another point there for making me laugh. No, it was not Spaniels, Shetlands and Homies. Head assassin to the Cabinet Office. She wasn't the Homeless Minister. She was not the Homeless Minister. Economic Secretary to the Treasury. Thank you, Jovan Infectinov. You now are on 3. Yuri is in the chat. It's in the chat. He's in the lead. Sorry. Oh, it's been a long day. Okay. At the end of the 20th, 21st or something of January, Trump became leader of the United States of America. The question I've got is, what was Trump's first executive order? He signed a flurry of executive orders. What was his first executive order? What did it do? What did Trump's first executive order that he signed, what did it do? And you can also make me laugh at this as well. Take some water, Graham, says Yuri. Thank you. I'm going to take some coffee if it's all the same to you. Got to stay awake, haven't I? Tulip, Ministry of Windmills. Very good, Sly. Very good. Ministry for Undefined Affairs. Yeah. What's his job in Westminster? It's the Secretary for Administrative Affairs, is it? Is that his cabinet position? Administrative Affairs. We were just watching Yes Minister. To release January 6th? No. Juan Martin has put to undo all of Biden's stuff. And I'm going to give you that. I don't think that anyone else got it first. But yeah, essentially, you are right. Richie got it to give himself all the money and power. To nullify Biden's orders, says person and person, which is more, yeah, it's actually to rescind Biden's executive orders. But I am going to give it to, who got that? Juan Martin. So Juan Martin, well done. Juan Martin with 2 hands, you get 1 point. You're on 1 point, well done. Transgender for everyone. Ordered all the furniture needed to cover it for his accident. Pardon insurrectionist, that wasn't his first thing he did. What are the first things he did? 1,500 people who have been criminally convicted for trying to destroy the Parliament building and kill the parliamentarians of the Americas. Well, of America, not the Americas. His first executive order was to make Maybelline makeup free to twats. That's from You're Infected of. I love that. And deleted all Biden previous executive orders, says Paul Ewan. You're absolutely right. But you went the first, I'm afraid. I'm going to give that to who did I say? Juan Martin. Juan Martin. Listen, if I muck up and someone sees that someone else got there first, because this comes up quite small on my screen, you don't want me looking like this at the screen. It's not going to be fun for you. But if you notice that I got it wrong, then feel free to put me right. So, next question, January. What was the name of the storm that left over 1 million UK properties without power at its peak? What was the name of the storm we had in January? What was its name? We like giving names to storms, like Stormy Daniels and Rory Storm and the Hurricanes. And Storm and Norman Schwarzkopf. He did that, pardon, with a fuck it, says Ernie. Cheaper plastic ear surgery, says L Butterfly Effect. Round up my friends over the Christmas period. That is the 1 month of full company each year, so no flying at all, but she happy. Oh, very good, Joanna. Storm Dennis. Ernie's not spelt it right. I'm sorry, I'm not going to give you that. You don't need to put the, Ewan, no, Eowyn. Thank you. You're in Effectinov. I think you got it first. Yeah, Eowyn. Who was named after Eowyn from Lord of the Rings, who was the daughter of King Theoden of Rohan, played by Bernard Hill of Yozza Hughes fame in the film, who's sadly no longer with us. Loved Bernard Hill. It was bloody awesome. Gizzard job, he said. Gizzard job. And we all got called Yozza. Mum, before Yozza Hughes, did people with the surname Hughes get called Yozza? Yeah. So like that's an older thing that predates Boys from the Black stuff. Oh, there you go. That's me mum. She's saying yes. The name Yozza for people called Hughes predates Yozza Hughes from Boys from the Black stuff. And I always spelt it with 2 Z's, but in Boys from the Black stuff it's spelt with 2 S's. Anyway, should we go on to February? Where are we up to on the time? We've got 20 minutes. We've only got to the end of the first month. Oh, my word. Storm Eowyn, it was called. Right, let's speed up things, okay? Next up, we have, there was a Labour minister who had to resign for saying, fuck your bins. Who was it? Who said in February, he got found out for saying, fuck your bins in a private WhatsApp chat. Who said, fuck your bins? I want a name. I want first name, second name. And it needs to be spelled about right. About right. Billy Kershaw says, nice one, Irene. I'm going to be kind today and let someone else win. Oh, thanks, Sarah. You can still jump in, though. Donsk, after Welsh News, was originally called, Donetsk. Oh, wow. Wow, Donetsk was, really, that's quite cool. No idea. Oscar the Grouch. Count Binface. Andrew Gwynn. You're in Effectinov. Oh my God. Listen, you're in Effectinov is in far in the lead here with 5 points. He's kicking everyone's ass. Better come on. Everyone else, up your game. It was Andrew Gwynn. Not Count Binface. Oh, it's funny that Billy Kershaw and Witchigoff both said Count Binface at the same time. Fuck your bins. Okay, so next up, it was reported that Chancellor Rachel Reeves was the subject of an expenses investigation while she was a senior manager at which bank in the past? Rachel Reeves was it was reported in February that Rachel Reeves was the subject of an expenses investigation while she was a senior manager at which bank? Sorry, Ernie, you're too late with your Andrew Gwynn. No, you're too late. Sarah, you're too late. Stop saying cow, Peachy. There is no answer to this quiz. That is cow. To which the answer is cow. Lloyd's, Barclays. It sounds like a Manic Street Preachers song. No, Halifax. Woo! Witchy Goth. I might have to give that to you. It's not the full name, though. It's not the full name. Oh, I think it's going to be quite difficult. Halifax. Chrissy's put Halifax. It's not the full name of the bank. Ah, there we go. You're in effect of Halifax Bank of Scotland. Yes. H-Boss. So yeah, another point for Yuri. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to. Do you know what, Witchy Goth? I'm going to give you half, okay? Because you were halfway there, living on a prayer. And who else put? Somebody else put Halifax. Witchy Goth put it. Barclays, Citibank, Bank of England. Chris C, I'm going to give you half as well. Did anyone else say it? Half. Okay, half. Just checking that no one else said it before them. Yeah. So Chris C and Witchy Goth, you are now on half a point, which is kind of cool. Okay, we really need to start kicking Yuri's arse now, people. Come on. You can always bribe me. I'll give you a point for bribery. I'm always up for bribery. What opened up in Godstone in Surrey on February the 19th this year? What opened up in Godstone in Surrey on February the 19th this year? Gin Stitcher there, H-Boss. Yeah, it was H-Boss. Thank you, Graham. You are very, very welcome. What opened up in Godstone in Surrey on February the 19th this year? Sinkhole, says Gin Stitcher. Well done, Gin Stitcher. There's actually two sinkholes, but I'll give it to you. It was two sinkholes opened up in Surrey. I'm sorry. Don't need to say you're sorry. Okay, so Gin Stitcher, there you have got 1 point. Well done. Another person on the scoreboard. Okay, so far we've got Billy Kershaw, we've got Paul Ewan, we've got Sarah, we've got Yuri L, John Barleycorn, we've got Juan Martin, we've got Witchy Goth, I got Chris C, I've got Gin Stitcher all on the scoreboard already, and it's anything to play for at the moment, especially if Yuri Infectinov has some kind of, I don't know, episode so that no one else can get a word in. Right, which Labour MP was sentenced to 10 weeks in prison in February for punching a constituent, or at least someone in his constituency, or their constituency. Sorry, a bit of a hint there. What was the name of the Labour MP who was sentenced to 10 weeks in prison for punching a constituent? Not Bonnie Blue then. No, it wasn't Bonnie Blue, you're infected off. J.K. Rowling's mouth. Yeah. Ark of the Covenant. I like that, Lucas. The Ark of the Covenant. No, it was the good old days of Halifax being partly relevant. If you could open a small local shop in a sinkhole, then it could be good for new sinkholes to open up. Yes, indeed. John Prescott. Mike Amesbury says Snow Bomber 14. Oh, no, actually, Power to the People got there first. Ooh, but spelt it a bit wrong. I don't care. Graham, you can have it. Graham Price. Graham, you get the score there, so you get 1. Graham Price is now on 1. Well done. It was Mike Amesbury. But yeah, near enough. And it wasn't Bonnie Blue. Who asked why Zelensky was not wearing a suit on February the 28th this year when he attended a meeting at the White House? Well, an ambush at the White House. Who asked him why he was not wearing a suit in the White House? What was the name of the person who asked that question? Ooh, it might not come immediately to mind. Vance, no facts. It wasn't Vance, and no Johnny Barleycorn. It was not Trump. It was not Vance. It was not Trump. Oh, Graham Price is right, saying Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend. Yes, it was. But what's the name of her boyfriend? Quick, Google. MTG's husband, not husband, boyfriend. Boyfriend of MTG. Marjorie Taylor Greene. It was not Trump, it was the reporter. It was a reporter married. Brian Glenn says Hannah Jane's beauty. Woo! Hannah has now entered the hi. Nice to have you on board, Hannah. You've now entered the score. You've now entered the scoring board, Hannah. So thank you. And I'm hoping Hannah might be able to join us on Friday, maybe, for our Celebrity Squares edition, blankety blank, more like wankety wank, version of this quiz. It should be a lot more fun, I swear. Okay, so on to March. You better hurry up because we've got a lot of year to get through, and I've only got about 34 minutes to do it. Okay, what did Starmer give Zelensky upon his arrival in Downing Street a couple of days after the ambush in the White House? What did Starmer give Zelensky upon his arrival at Downing Street at the beginning of March this year? Anyone know? Is she still with him? I don't know. I don't know, Oliver. That's another story. Can't be bothered Googling. Can I have half a point? Yes, you can, Graham. Thanks for asking so nicely. Graham gets half there. For the bribery, Graham, says Resloy, thank you very much. And don't forget, the amount of points you get for bribing me goes up with the amount that you give me in bribes. So that's Resloy there, 313. You're now on 1 point. Well done. A reach around, says Perry. So Perry gets a point for making me laugh. No, it wasn't a reach. It wasn't a love bite, Pete's music. It was a hug. It was a hug. That's what it was. A kiss. No, it wasn't a kiss. It was... Oh, I suck at this. Apparently being good at sucking is what you need for Trump's cabinet. Graham, if you want in-time responses, you may want to turn off the slow mode. Yeah, but then you won't be able to have subtitles, so we have to be inclusive. But yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, you all get... It's not like there's someone who gets the feed before everybody else. It doesn't work like that. But yeah, Hug said Yuri Infectinov before everybody else. So Yuri Infectinov gets another point. Yuri Infectinov is now on 7, well out in the lead. I just put pen on my arm. That's not sexy. Which former Labour politician was charged alongside Joe Anderson? Bribery and corruption relating to council contracts. So which notorious former Labour politician was charged in March alongside former Mayor Joe Anderson for bribery and misconduct relating to council contracts? Who was it? Who was it? Not Dennis Healy. No, it was not Dennis Healy. It was not. Nervous laughter. Yes, we've all been there. Elle, you're going to get worse. What? Is Elle telling jokes again? Bribery and corruption isn't a Tory. Yeah, Derek Hatton, says Sarah Davis. Sarah, you're completely right, and you're now on 3 points. Well done. Okay, next question. John Paddy Hemingway, the last surviving pilot of the Battle of Britain, passed away in March this year. How old was he? How old was the last surviving pilot of the Battle of Britain? I guess the last surviving British pilot of the Battle of Britain. How old was he when he popped his clogs? Anyone know? Anyone want to guess? Throw some numbers at me. Throw some numbers my way. The first one with the correct number wins. I'll give you a clue. It's old. 104. Oh, so close, so close. Andy, 104, 101. Oh, so close. Resloy, 109, 102, 105. You're ineffective of. Oh my God. Yuri, slow down, mate. Slow down. You gotta give someone else a chance. You're now on 8. Like everyone else is on 1. What are you doing? Everyone's gonna give up halfway because of this. It was 105. Yuri was right. It was 105. Who played Troubled Teen Jamie Miller in the TV hit Adolescence? What was the name of the young actor who played Jamie Miller in Adolescence? What was the name of the actor who then went on to win awards because he was freaking awesome? It's the whiskey, says Ewan. In fact, enough. Can we have a toilet break, says Sarah. Yeah, go now. Well, people look up what the name of Owen Cooper was. Well done, Lucas. Dodling, Lucas. Lucas, well done, my friend. You have got it. It was Owen Cooper. Lucas, use the force, Lucas. George Lucas. Dolding. Right, okay, next up question. The Lower Thames Crossing. This is such a geeky question. The Lower Thames Crossing was granted planning permission on the 25th of March. It will be the UK's longest road tunnel, surpassing which tunnel? Which tunnel will it finally surpass as Britain's longest road tunnel? Okay, that's the question. That's again a road tunnel. I've got to be very specific about this. It is not a tunnel for trains. It is not a tunnel for cables. It's not a tunnel for water. It is a tunnel for cars, okay? Vehicles, all right? So which did it surpass as the longest? Dartford, Eurotunnel, nope. Blackwell, Dartford Tunnel, nope. Times Mersey Tunnel. I'm going to give it to Old Barry 01. You are absolutely... It's the old Queensway Tunnel, which has held the title since 1934. So by the time that the Lower Thames Crossing is built, it would have held the title for nearly 100 years. So well done there, Old Barry. Old Barry 1. You get a point. It was the old Queensway Tunnel, which was opened by the King, unlike the Kingsway Tunnel under the Mersey, which was opened by the Queen. Fun facts. Okay, it was announced that giving the answer away there. It was announced that W.H. Smith was going to change his name on High Street. What was he going to change his name to? What was WH Smith, or what has WH Smith on the high street changed its name to, quite stupidly? Anyone? I'm sorry, Gin Stitcher, you are right. It was the Pete. No, not the Wallasey Tunnel, the Birkenhead Tunnel. The Birkenhead Tunnel. Queensway. Owen Cooper says, Perry. Thank you very much, Perry. A bit late there. More stranglers. TJ Jones says, Old Berry won. Oh, brilliant. Old Berry's like streaking into the lead here with 2 points. It was TG Jones. Oh, no, sorry, it's not TG Jones. Yeah, it is. TG Jones. Which I find really difficult to say. TG Jones, because it's like a yeah. So they took WH Smith and they changed it to TG Jones. I don't know what the hell was on there. Okay, so Trump announced his stupid tariffs at the beginning of April, but which uninhabited islands, 2 of them, off the coast of Antarctica were slapped with a 10% tariff? Trump announced his stupid tariffs at the beginning of stupid April, but which in uninhabited islands off the coast of Antarctica were slapped with a 10% tariff on the things that they don't sell because it's full of penguins. What was the name? China, says no. Casey Jones. China. No. Casey, was that the guy who had the steam locomotive? Was that Casey? Penguin Island, not Penguin Island. No, why is everyone saying Penguin Island? It wasn't Penguin Island. Stop saying Penguin Island. It wasn't the Pingu Islands. What? I'm not Pingu. I mean, oh yeah, okay, fair enough. Pingu does live in Antarctica, but no, I need the name of these 2 islands, not Norfolk Island. No, the Herd and Christmas Island. No. Oh my God, everyone's so close. Ernie's there with McDonald. Oh my God, just put those 2 things together. Just put those 2. Yeah, if you're in Effectinov and Ernie Burns on a team together, they would have got it by now. 2 islands. I want to know the names of the 2 islands that were given. McDonald's and Herd's Islands. That's close enough. All right, Yuri, you can have it. God, Yuri's on 9 now. Right. Stop showing me pictures of penguins. It's not called Penguin Island. Okay. So also in April this year, Ethel Caterham became the oldest person in Britain, right? In the history of Britain, the oldest person. I want to know, what year was Ethel born? Okay, what year was Ethel Caterham, who became the oldest British person in history? What year was she born? Penguins are cool. Penguins are cool, Kirsty. I completely agree. I love that everyone's showing me pictures of penguins here. South Georgia. No, it was Herd and McDonald Islands. So Yuri got it because of the first to say both of them at the same time. Miss Master Penguins. 1909 says Sarah Davis, and she's right. Sarah, you get another point. You're on 4. You're doing well. She's 116 years old now. She's still alive, and she's 116 years old. Although, you know, being the oldest person in Britain is a bit of a poison chalice, because they keep dying, don't they? We got news that Universal Theme Park will be built. A new Universal Theme Park will be built, but in which county? In which county will the new Universal Theme Park be built? Name that county, my friends. Yeah, Supermassive Wayne, you're a bit late there, mate. You better hurry up. Have a little bit of milk, might speed you up. If you don't drink your milk, you've only got to be good enough to play for Accrington Stanley. Yeah. Just for a change, here's an otter. Ooh, the otter cheek of it. Bedford. That's not a real place. Bedfordshire is a place. So Diz gets it. I'm sorry, John Bott. I feel really bad for I did say which county. So you need the sh on the end of it. So yeah, Bedfordshire. So Diz, well done. You're on the scoreboard, Diz. You've got a point. You have got a point. Well done. All of them. Why don't penguins' feet freeze? Because they don't have water in their feet. Sinners was released on April the 18th this year in the UK. Who plays the twins Smoke and Stack in the movie Sinners? One of my movies of the year. Who plays the twins Smoke and Stack? Stack. Sarah, Graham, that shirt looks really good on you. Oh, thank you, Sarah. You can have an extra point for flattery. There you go. Flattery, making me laugh, bribing me, or getting the question right. Who played the twins Smoke and Stack in the movie Sinners, which came out in April this year? Anyone? Never seen it? Michael Jordan. Well, it's Michael B. Jordan, technically. Pete, then Cat. But I will let you off on this occasion. Pete, then Cat. I will give you the point for that. Well done, Pete. And you're now on the scoreboard. Ooh, Sphere Lance has dropped £10 in the Superchat fund. That is very, very generous. With the words "giz loads of points." So Sphere Lance, well done. Well done, my friend. You are now on 5 points. Wow. Well done. Wow. You're in joint second place with Sarah now, thanks to that little bit of bribery. Okay, moving on. The Pope carked it this year. On which day of the Christian calendar? Which was the Christian calendar day that he became bereft of life, shuffled off this mortal coil. Joined the choir invisible. What day of the Christian calendar was it? I give up. As I said, intoxicated, cannot search fast enough or type fast enough. Lol says. See, Joanna, it doesn't pay to be drunk. Easter, no. Tuesday, no. 27th, no. Easter, no. Epiphany, no. Christmas, no. Monday, you just put Monday. You just put Monday Sphere Lance. That's not good enough. Good Friday, no. Easter, no. Wednesday, Easter, no. Easter Sunday, no. Easter Monday. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah got it. She's now on 6. Well done, Sarah. It was Easter Monday. You can't have Easter. You can't have Monday. It's got to be Easter Monday to get the points. I'm afraid. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Oh, actually, I do. Right, racist, privately educated gobshite Sarah Puchin won the Runcorn and Helsby by-election at the beginning of May this year. How many votes did she win by? How many votes did the racist, gobshite, privately educated shitbag Sarah Pucci? I don't like her. Can you tell? Can you tell I don't like her? How many votes did she win by? Cluster Bunkle says 9. Nope. How many votes did she win by? You know that episode of Friends where someone stands for election, it turns out none of the friends voted? You know, like, honestly, having some conversations with my friends who live in Runcorn, and I'm like, so you voted, right? Oh no, I forgot. Ugh. Oh my God, we've got loads of guesses here, but power to the people with Graham Price straight in there with 6. Straight in there. So Graham Price, you are on 2.5 now. Well done, my friend. Okay, next up, what were Daniel Graham and Adam Carruthers found guilty of? What crime were Daniel Graham and Adam Carruthers found guilty of in May this year? Gotta do work now. Bye, everyone. Bye, Wayne. Bye. You got a point. You got a point, Wayne. Well done. Oh no, did I give you a point? I'm gonna give Wayne a point. I'm gonna give Wayne a point for being awesome. There you go. What did Daniel Graham and Adam Carruthers were found guilty of? That Billy Kershaw straight in there with Sycamore Gap. Yeah, makes me feel sick. What they did in the Sycamore Gap, they chopped down the tree. Public felching. John Barleycorn, I know what that means. Get to bed. Get to bed without supper. That's disgraceful, young man. What would you write that on a public forum? Don't worry, it's a swear word that flies above the ears of the censors, I think, on here. Okay, so meanwhile, Uber in May this year began accepting what as payment in their taxis. Not all of them, but some of them. Uber began accepting what as payment for their taxi services? What did they start accepting in May this year that they hadn't accepted before? Anyone? Did they put the milk in the cup before the tea? Duke Vengeance, yes. I think they should have gone to jail for that. I'm gonna give Duke a point there for making a very good point, because that should be against the law. So you got 1 point there, Duke Vengeance. Bitcoin, Dogecoin, no, you are all wrong apart from Gin Stitcher, who said cash. I've already given a point to Gin Stitcher, haven't I? Gin Stitcher, you on to? Yes, it's cash. It's cash. It's money. It's greenbacks, De Niro. You can now pay in cash in some of these things. Blowies says going out to no. Crypto, Ginger Island, Favours, Blood and Souls. Felching says Andy. Andy, leave it, mate, leave it. Coke, hand parties, payment in kind. No, cash. The answer was cash. And Gin Stitcher got it. Okay, so next up, the Court of Appeal in May quashed the murder conviction of Peter Sullivan. How many years had he spent behind bars? The Court of Appeal quashed the murder conviction of Peter Sullivan. How many years had he spent behind bars for a crime he did not commit? Are you falling asleep, Mum? I'm keeping you up. Do you know the answer to that one? Yeah. You do? What is it? No, not 26, no. People are shouting in the chat, 18, 3, 23, 8, 30, 34, 23. No, you're all wrong so far. 25, 25, 25 in a row. Oh no, Cluster Bungle is in there. Cluster Bungle. I don't think we got a point for Cluster Bungle yet. Cluster Bungle got it. You're absolutely right. With 38 years. 38 years in jail for a crime he did not commit. Imagine being in jail since the 1980s and now getting out when we have the internet and social media and AI and smartphones and Elon Musk. Wow, that is mad. That is mad. Oh, that's really nice. Sarah Davis in the chat says, "Hi, Graham's mum. Thank you for giving us your son, Graham." I think I'm going to Sarah Davis an extra point for flattering me mum. Okay, next up question is Gary Lineker presented his last match of the day in May after how many years? How many years did Gary Lineker present match of the day? Another year question. I like these because everyone can just throw a number in as quickly as possible. Says Jamie. Anyone know how many years did Gary Lineker present match of the day? 9. 3,776. No, surprisingly enough, Graham. 22. No, we've got 500 years. 500 years. Yes, it's 500. He's been presenting it for 500 years. Sarah Davis, 26. Yep, Sarah, well done. You're on 8. And Yuri's on 9. But yeah, I think Sarah was in there first with 26. If anyone can see a 26 before then, let me know. Let me know in the chat. Final Destination's Bloodlines was released in May. What was the catalyst of the disaster that opens the film? What was the catalyst of the disaster that opens the film Final Destination Bloodlines? Anybody know? Anybody know? Anybody know what was the catalyst of the disaster? It is genius. The opening sequence of Final Destination Bloodlines is one of the best opening sequences I've seen for a horror movie, probably since Scream in like the 90s. It is awesome. It's very, very clever. Rockfall, no. Cat, no. Coin. There we go. Coin. L. Well done. We already had L on here, didn't we? Yes. You're on 2 now, L. It was a 1 penny. It was an obnoxious little kid throwing a penny off the top of a tall building that led to everybody dying horribly. But yes, you're absolutely right. I don't think anyone got it before. L there. Bonnie Blue. Panic buying toilet paper. No. Liz just elected. No. Trump's inauguration. Unexploded Roman candle. Aeroplane blowing. No, it wasn't. Storm Eowyn. No. Seattle Tower falls over. Well, basically that's what happens, but it happens because a kid throws a penny off the side of the building. Anyway, so June. We're up to June. Oh good, we're 45 minutes in to the quiz and we're up to June. We're not even halfway through the year. Okay, the sale of what was banned on June the 1st this year? The sale of what was banned on the June the 1st? My dad's showing it in now. He's singing along in the background. Hi, Dad. Give us a tune. The sale of what was banned on June the 1st this year? Coins. Airplane crashes now. Well done, Al. Not just a pretty face. Unexpected package in the bagging area. Vapes, nearly, Kirsty, nearly. There's a particular thing that you need a little bit more information than that. I'm not going to just give you vapes because vapes have not been banned. Disposable vapes, Pete, got it. Pete Van Den Kat, got it. It is disposable vape. So Pete is now on 2. Well done, my friends. And Hannah says disposable capes. Do you mean Jeff capes or like capes like superheroes were? But yeah, no. Unfortunately for you, our friend Pete got there first with the sale of disposable vapes. Pulp released their first album in over 20 years in June. And it was called More. What band's gig did they refer to on the lead single for that album? The lead single for the album referred to a gig that was played by a particular band that we liked. So what was the name of that band that played that gig referred to as the title of the lead single on Pulp's first new album in over 20 years? Oasis. No, it wasn't Oasis. It wasn't Oasis. It was not Oasis. 3 Oases, 4 Oases. It's still not Oasis. You can keep saying it. No, it wasn't Blur. It was not Blur. It was not Blur. It was not Oasis. The Crown. Village People. This is more like it. Black Sabbath. No, Oasis. No, it wasn't Oasis. Suede. Stone Roses. Thank you, Johan Infectinov. You are completely correct, and you're now on 10 points. It was the Stone Roses. Spike Island. The notorious gig played on Spike Island in the Mersey. Because Liverpool's where I belong, in my Mersey paradise, as was sung by Ian Brown of the Stone Roses back in the day. So next question here is James Sheen and Michael Jones are sentenced to were sentenced to prison terms of 4 years and 2 years and 3 months respectively for stealing what? So in June this year, James Sheen and Michael Jones were sentenced to prison terms of 4 years and 2 years and 3 months respectively for stealing what? What did they steal? I want to know what they stole. What'd you get 4 years in the nick for stealing? It wasn't an iPhone. It wasn't an iPhone. Anyone know what they stole? What did they steal? Bad dong. No, she's golden toilets. You're completely correct. Sutton Steve, you are now on the leaderboard. You got 1 point. Sutton Steve, you are completely correct. It was the gold toilet from Blenheim Palace. Yeah. So 28 years later was released in June. Where was the main character of the film born? Okay, which part of the UK was the main character, the kid in the film, born? I'm making him the main character because the story revolves around him more than anybody else. Okay, so the kid from 28 years later by Danny Boyle, written by Alex Garland. Where was he born? There's 2 answers you could have for this, and I'm happy to take either. You just got to type them in faster than anyone else. Wales, no, not Wales. London, no. Scotland, no. No, not London. No. Bromsgrove, London. Elizabeth Tower. Where the Strangler Lives. No. Maidenhead. Scotland. No. Lindisfarne. Peter Van Den Kat. You are completely correct. Holy Island. Lindisfarne. That's where he was born. That's where they're all hold up at the very beginning of the movie. Sorry, it's not really a spoiler. I'm trying to do the least spoilery questions I can possibly do. Right, here's a question for you, and this is funny, right? Because I was there at the festival, and so was Catherine, my partner, and I asked her this question because I had to look it up. Who headlined the Pyramid stage of Glastonbury this year on Saturday night? That's the question. Who headlined the Pyramid stage on Saturday night at Glastonbury this year? So if you Google it, you might be able to get it quite fast, or you might know. You might have been there. You might have been in the crowd. I don't know. I don't know anyone who was in the crowd. Glastonbury, says Juan Martin. Yeah, that's not that's the name of the festival. That's not who. Wolf Alice and Rolf Harris. No, Wolf Alice did play, but they played the other stage. Not the main stage. Rod Stewart, Beyonce, Men I Trust, Donald Trump, Rolf Harris, Nigel Farris, Tina Turner, Wolf Alice. No. Wolf Alice played the other stage on the Sunday. Who played the main stage, the Pyramid stage, on the Saturday night? Who headlined the main stage on the Saturday night? Elton John, that was years ago. Charlie Mullins, no. 1979, 5, sorry. No, Rod Stewart, no. Neil Young, thank you, Sarah. Sarah gets it. She's on 9. She's on 9. Ooh, she's chomping at Yuri's heels here. It was, in fact, Neil Young. Neil Young and the Chrome Hearts, apparently. Who knew? What unprecedented thing did Rachel Reeves do in PMQs in July of this year? What unprecedented thing did Rachel Reeves do in PMQs this year? Anybody know? Anyone know what Rachel Reeves did in July? Joanna, you are right. It is Neil Young and the Chrome Hearts, but you were a bit late getting in there. Sorry, Sarah Davis was in there before you. Everyone else was shouting bloody Rolf Harris at me. Stop shouting Rolf Harris at me. Are you saying I look like... Cry. Yes, Andy. Well done, Andy F. Ooh, Andy F is on the scoreboard now. Andy... I don't think you had a score... Andy F. What is it? Andy F. Pete Van der F. 4292. Well done, Andy F. 4292. You get a point. It was Cry. Yeah, indeed. Diogo Jota died in a car crash in Spain in July. What number shirt did he wear for Liverpool? What was the number of the shirt he wore? He wore for when he was playing for Liverpool. It's now that number has been retired. $21. No, very close, Kirsty. 10, 7, 10, 8, 8. No, 20. Sphere Lance. Well done, Sphere Lance. You are completely correct, and you get another point. And because you bribed me earlier, you've now got 6 points. Well done. Well done for your bribery. You're now in 3rd place, I think. Yeah, you're in 3rd place. Look at that. Bribery will get you everywhere in this quiz. And answering one question correctly was number 20. UK's 3rd heatwave of 2025 peaks with a recorded temperature of what in Ross-on-Wye in Hertfordshire? Herefordshire, sorry, not Hertfordshire. Herefordshire. What was the highest recorded temperature of the UK's 3rd heat wave of 2025? What was the temperature in Celsius, please? Celsius. Greasing your palms, Graham, says Urine Infectinov. Oh, thank you so much for that. But Yuri, you're already in the lead, and I don't want everyone else getting bored. So you're not getting extra points. Hey, listen, I didn't say it was going to be fair, did I? I said it was going to be sleazy. I promised you it'd be nice and sleazy, but you're in the lead. You're in the lead, mate. You know, you don't need to give me any extra money. If I ever meet you in the pub, I'll give you that back. Okay, so what have we got? 34, 40, 37, 46, 37, 42, 42, 43, 36, 42, 666, 38, 34, 200, 1 million degrees. 36, 38, sorry, 39. No one's got it yet. 33. Yuri gets it. Oh, well done, Yuri. You're now on 21. You're now on 21. Jesus. You're now on 11. Well done. You are on 11. Chloe Kelly scored in the in what minute of the semi-final against Italy of the women's Euro tournament, winning 2-1. What minute did she score in the semi-final against Italy to win the match 2-1? What minute was it, please? Minute, please. I want the minute. Minute. You've got to give it a minute. You've got a minute. Give it a minute to win it. I think they call it of normal time. Yeah. 89. No. 502. No. 1, 3. No. 92. No. No. Sarah Davis in there with 119. Oh, just in front of Yuri. Ooh. Oh, wow. It's heating up now. Sarah's on 10. Yuri's on 11. Oh, my God. But just be careful. Don't piss me off. I might disqualify. I'm not going to disqualify you. I'm joking. Okay. Ozzy Osbourne died in July this year. Sorry to say. What was the name of the first band that he sung for? Yeah, I think he only did like 2 gigs. But what was the name of the band? His first band that he sung for? I don't think it was his band. I think it was someone else's band, and he was brought on as a singer. But what was the name of that band? Please. Trying to assassinate Donald Judas Trump. The J stands for genius, apparently. Ozzy cocked it. What was the name of the first band he sung for? All Saints. Yeah, 67ers. 67. Rare Breed says you're in effect. God, Yuri is doing bloody well. Doing very well, Yuri. We got a new Archbishop of Wales. We're on the next question now, so we've got that. The answer was Rare Breed. We got a new Archbishop of Wales. What is their name? What is the new name of the new Archbishop of Wales? The Archbishop of Wales. We've got a new one in July. What is their name? Go on, quick, Google it. Rare Breed says, Hannah, you're too slow, Hannah. Too slow. Got to be right off the mark to beat Yuri. I think Yuri's actually hiding in a cupboard in this room, you know, behind the couch. Are you hiding behind the couch, Yuri, so you get like a 10-second head start on everybody else? Just like, on your phone. It's Rare Breed. What's the name of our new Archbishop of Wales? Mr. Blobby. No. Body Blue. No. Cherry Van says you're in effect. Oh my God, Yuri. Turning ahead still. Bit late starting, but buying up my table. Shh, don't tell anyone, says Martin Harrow. So thank you very much for Martin there for the £10 super chat. And the really good news for Martin here is that Martin has now been given 5 points. How good is that? You just got 5 points just for turning up and bribing me. I'm an unjust quiz host. But yes. So no, Cherry Van, who is our new Archbishop of Wales, notable for being the first woman to hold that position or to be a primate in the Church of England at such a level, and also our first openly gay primate as well, which is kind of cool, which is nice, you know, bit of inclusion. I like that. It's what Jesus would have wanted. Okay, tuition fees in the UK, in England and Wales increased in August to how much? How much are in tuition fees now in England and Wales as of the start of the September's term? How much? I want the exact number, please. Come on. Love this channel, says Martin Harrow. Yeah, because, you know, it's corrupt, isn't it? Hey, look at that. Sarah Davis, member for 26 months. That's amazing. Love the Politics Social. Oh, we love you as well, Sarah. Thank you for playing along with us. 9,600. No, I want the exact amount. Down to the penny. Well, the pound, I guess. 100. No, L. Get your mind out the gutter. 6-7. So it's Sarah Davis is just answering. Sorry, Jenny Davis is just answering. 6-7 to everything. Sarah Davis says 9,535, which is correct. However, you put a space instead of a comma. Should I accept that? Oh, go on then. Right, Sarah, well done. It is £9,535. Too much, said Jenny Robinson. Yes, you are right. What was the question? It was how much has the tuition fees in England and Wales and for university gone up to? Okay, so next up, a body was found in August in a melting Antarctic glacier. The body was found in January and it was finally identified in August as that of Dennis Bell, who worked for the organisation that would go on to become the British Antarctic Survey. He had disappeared after falling down into a crevasse. In which year? Which year did Dennis Bell of what was to become the British Antarctic Survey, in what year did he disappear after falling into a crevasse? What year? Give me a year, my friends. 1500, says people. I don't think it is. Come on, give me some years. Give me some good guesses. Himalayas. Himalaya. Ooh, 1956, says Sutton Steve. Very close. 74, 59. Ooh, 59. Who said 59? Sarah. Sarah said 59. Yeah, it's 1959. Well done. It's quite impressive. Right. Anyway, so they found him. I read this really dispiriting bloody article today about all the litter on Everest. I think they're just going to close Everest for a year or something. Just stop all these Westerners going up there, destroying the place. Hannah, oh, thank you for the £5 super chat. That's so kind, Hannah. Merry Christmas to you. I'm bribing you because I cannot just have 1 point. I give Hannah 4 points for that. So you're now on 5, Hannah. Well done, you. Hannah's doing really well now. Hannah's in 5th position. Joint 5th position with Martin Harrow, who also bribed me. He's up for a bribe. 1959, the guy was frozen. Weapons, one of the best films of the year in my estimation. Blasted into cinemas in August this year. In which state was it set? What was the state? You could just shout states at me. In America. Which state was the movie Weapons set in? Maybe you can Google that very fast. Isn't there a lot of actual shit on Everest? Yeah, loads of actual feces. There's leftover oxygen containers. There's leftover tents. It's like the end of Glastonbury. You know, at the end of Glastonbury, they always show you those shots, don't they, of Glastonbury looking like a mess, which they clean up really fast, by the way. If you're there on like Monday afternoon, half that stuff's gone. But yeah, it looks like that. It looks like it's awful. It's awful. Right, what have we got? Texas, Maine, no. Minnesota, no. Michigan, no. California, no. California, no. Independence, Alabama, no. New Mexico, liquid state, terrible state. Terrible state. Chicago, no, almost ready. Pennsylvania, says you're infected off. Yuri, thank you, well done. You're still in the lead by 2 points now. You're in the lead by 2 points on 14. It was set in Pennsylvania, whose capital is Harrisburg, as we all know. Tay-Tay got engaged on the 26th, or she announced that she was getting engaged on the 26th to Travis Kelce of the Kansas Chiefs, Kansas City Chiefs or something. I don't know. Anyway, how did she describe herself on her engagement announcement on Instagram? How did she describe herself in the announcement of her engagement in August this year? Of Taylor Swift, by the way, if you don't know who Tay-Tay is. I'm guessing if you don't know who Tay-Tay is, you probably won't get this right. But if you have a passing knowledge of all things Taylor, you might have a shot in the dark, a shot in Connecticut. Do you want me to shout out the names of all the capitals of these? Connecticut, what's the capital? Hereford. Hereford is the capital of Connecticut, isn't it? Hartford, sorry. Nevada. What's the capital of Nevada? Carson City, I think, of Nevada. Carson City? I don't know. Teacher, no. Well, yes, you're right. But I'm going to give it to Clusterbungle. Clusterbungle, you're on 2 because you're right. English teacher. Specifically, not just Marcel. No, Billy Kershaw. Very pleased. Everyone's favourite English teacher. If you hadn't bothered writing everyone's favourite and just put English teacher, you would have got in ahead of Clusterbungle there. I'm sorry there. Dialcoholic. It's Dark Money 4x4. Lol. What's and beauty school dropout. English teacher. Yeah, your favourite school teacher. Yes. Is she privately educated? I don't think she is actually, but her dad was very rich. Her dad was like I don't know, he worked for like Merrill Lynch or someone. Martin Harrow, thank you very much for more points than Hannah. Bidding war. I'm going to give you one extra point, Martin. So you're now on 6 points and Hannah's on 5 points. So you're doing really well. You're still in 5th, but now Hannah's in 6th, which seems a bit mean. But there you did give me some more money. So yeah, this is the nice and sleazy quiz of the year. Oh, fuck, I need more points, says Sphere Lance and throws £5 at me. Where are you here, Sphere Lance? I've got to look at you on the list. Sphere Lance, you need more points. Well, you're on 6. You're doing quite well. I'm going to give you another 2 points for bribing me there. So you're on 8 points now. Well done, Martin, you naughty boy. You naughty boy. Okay, so your English teacher. Okay, the cover of Sabrina Carpenter's album that came out at the end of August, Man's Best Friend, was compared to the cover of one of Spinal Tap's notorious albums. What was the name of the album in This Is Spinal Tap that had a controversial front cover? What was the name of the album? I don't want to know the name of Spinal Tap. I don't need to know the name of Sabrina Carpenter's album. It's called Man's Best Friend. What was it compared to? What was the name of the album that it was compared to? The fictional album, I should say, because This Is Spinal Tap is obviously a mockumentary. This community is lovely. I have already won. Oh, Saz, that's such a nice thing to say. Oh, thanks, Saz. I'm going to give Saz extra points. Where was Saz? Saz. I don't think even Saz was on the board here. Saz 47. I'm going to give Saz 10 points just for being so lovely. There you go, Saz. You're on 10 now. I can't afford heating, let alone quiz points, says Pete. Hey, well, listen, flattery will get you everywhere, mate. Smell the glove. Smell the glove, says John Barleycorn first. Sniff the glove. No, smell the glove. Darnashad got it as well. Smell the glove, says you're infecting of Pink Torpedo. That was a song, not the album, I think. But no, John Barleycorn is in there and gets 2 points now because it was definitely Smell the Glove. Jenny Davis, 1977. I'm too slow and need help. That's okay, Jenny. Are you already on the board here? I've got so many names. I don't know if you are, but I'm going to give you some help. Jenny Davis, 1977. I'm going to give you, how much do you give? £6.70. So I'm going to give you 6, 7. I'm going to give you 6 points. Actually, no, I'm going to give you 7 points. There you go. You got 7 points now. 6, 7. 6, 7. I hope my stepdaughters are watching this because they'll find this absolutely hilarious. Okay, so we're moving on to September now. Got to hurry up because we're 7 minutes over time. I think my mum wants to go to sleep. I think my mum's already fallen asleep on the couch. She has as well. The UK government temporarily suspended new applications for what scheme in September? September the 1st, the UK government temporarily, apparently, suspended new applications for which scheme? Can you tell me what that scheme was? They suspended it on September the 1st, I think, or the beginning of September. Pete Van Den Kat says, hey, I like your glasses, Graham. They bring out the sunshine in your eyes. Oh, Pete, that's such a lovely thing to say. Oh, thanks, Pete. Are you actually on the scoreboard, Pete? Oh, yeah, you are. I'm going to give you 4 more points for that. So you're on now 7. You're now on 7. Thank you. Erasmus, no. Space travel, no. Motability, bribery, refugee. Jenny, you're close, but that's not it. One of the young ones are mocking us, and this 6-7 is a horrible slight on us old codgers. It might be. Martin says, I'm on my phone, so at a disadvantage. Yeah, it is easier on a keyboard. Bonnie Blue Q, no. Ponzi scheme, no. No, this is actually quite serious. Come on, we have a serious question. The UK government in September temporarily suspended new applications for which scheme? BMWs on Motability, no. Sustainable farming insensitive, no. Graham, you look lovely today. Oh, well, so do you, Al. Oh, thank you. I'm going to give Al a load more points. There you go. Al, I've got some good news for you, Al. You're now on 9 points just for being flattering. I'm so cheap. I'm such a cheap date. Reform or planning a Nancy scheme. It's like a Ponzi scheme, but a Nancy scheme. Asylum claims. It is kind of asylum claims, Kirsty, but you need to be more specific on this. UK space program. No. The House of Commons kissing booth. No. Rolling in a siege catapult being fired into the ocean. I'd love to see that, Duke Vengeance, but unfortunately that is not the correct answer. Graham, can I donate my points and apologise for forgetting his name to the person who got me Mike's book? No, that's fine. That's fine. You're all good. You're all good here. Asylum person bringing over family. I'm not young, Andy. I just find the whole 6-7 thing hilarious. Plus, it annoys my kids. Yeah, if you do it to your kids, then they stop doing it because it becomes cringe when you do it. Has anyone got this? How do I get this? Gee, I love your hat so much. It makes you look super cool. Oh, Hannah. You're making me blush. Okay, I'll give you an extra 5 points for saying my hat looks cool. No one normally says that to me. Has anyone got the answers to this? Come on, is anyone actually going to do this? Claiming asylum abroad. Almost, Graham Price. You almost said. There you go. PSA. I don't know how to pronounce this, but I think it's P. Samuels. Per Samuels. You are completely correct. It's bringing over your family. People bringing over the family. So P. Samuels, well done, mate. You get a point. Dog 4x4. Do the 6-5 hand jive from the 50s. Stamp duty. No. Okay. Next up. So cabinet reshuffle. Johnny Reynolds went from trade to being chief whip. Who went to trade in the cabinet reshuffle in September? Who went to trade? Who went to become the Secretary of State for trade for this Labour government? What was the name of the guy who is now Government Minister, Secretary of State for Trade, replacing Johnny Reynolds, who became the Chief Whip. Anybody know? Is Darian playing out tonight? Darian the Star? No, he doesn't seem to be in the chat tonight. But if he joins, I will give him some points. Do not worry. Steward's inquiry, please. Oh, why? Why did someone get it before? Did someone get it earlier? You're in effect of family union rejoin scheme. Oh, you're right. You're right. You did get that, Yuri. I'll give you your point. Sorry, Yuri. You are now on 15 points, my friend. Wow. Yeah, a refugee family reunion scheme. That is correct. Everyone was just being very nice to me, so I was kind of distracted. What was the question? Who got the job in Trade Secretary? The Right Honourable Peter Kyle is the correct answer, and it looks like Yuri has again got it. Come on, we need more bribes. We need more flattery for people to start catching up with Yuri here, because Yuri's well ahead with 16 points. It wasn't Catwoman. And if Damien the Star is out there, let us know and I'll give you some points just for being an absolute star. I went to the Toronto Film Festival this September. Which film did I see for free? That's the question. That is genuinely the question. I went to the Toronto International Film Festival, the 50th this year, not the 50th this year, but I went there this year and it was the 50th. And I saw a film for free. I saw about 9 or 10 films, so it was definitely one of the films of the year. It's on many lists of the films of the year. That's a bit of a hint. But one battle after another. Good call, but it wasn't one battle after another. Carry On Screaming. No. Was it Confessions of an Economic Hitman? No. Wicked. Ooh, got a question about Wicked later. You need to swat up on your Wicked knowledge, but it wasn't Wicked. Minecraft. No. Lots of films. No, there's only one film that I got into for free, and it's one of the films of the year. Okay, and it's not one battle after another. It was particularly awesome to get into this one because it only had a short cinema release. And Sarah Davis is right in there. Well done, Sarah. You're now on 13. It was Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery by Ryan Johnson of Star Wars Episode 8 fame. Maybe not mention that. Mission Impossible 6, 7. Superman, Wake Up Dead Man, says Jenny. Yeah, you're right, but unfortunately for you, Sarah got there first. Do you have an employee working for you? No. Right. Medals for the Great Run, the Great North Run. This is important. Okay. Medals for the Great North Run mistakenly showed which city this year. So the medals given out for people who ran the Great North Run mistakenly showed which city which the run wasn't in. The run was in one city, but the medals showed a different city. What was the city in the north? Bit of a clue there, that appeared on the medals of the Great North Run, if anyone knows that. I can't believe how lucky Graham is. Phil, Scott, Mikey, and Wayne. It's got my kind of party. You got to be industrious. I was queuing up to go and see Wake Up Dead Man from 11 o'clock in the morning, and the screening didn't start till like 6 o'clock. So, I put my effort into it. Manchester, no. Sydney, no. Newcastle, no. Birmingham, no. Sunderland, Sarah got it. Sunderland. It should have been Newcastle, but it was Sunderland. And those two cities really don't like each other. So that's Sarah on 14. Was it Manchester? No, it wasn't Manchester. Okay, next up, I want to know, right, quickly. First person to type it in, you give me the American name or you can give me the British name for this, okay? But you got to be the first. Fastest finger first. You're all going to know it. What did Trump's fucking lunatics say caused autism? In September this year, what did Trump's lunatics, most notably Robert J. Kennedy the 9th or whatever his name is, what did they say caused autism? Okay, what was it? What particular medicine, when taken in pregnancy, caused autism? Jesus Christ. Does anybody know? Tylenol, straight in there, clustermungle, also known as paracetamol. You are absolutely right. Clustermungle, well done. You are now on 3 points. You were first to say Tylenol. which is quicker to write than paracetamol, so quite clever doing that. Anna, you were so close. Came in third. Andy says paracetamol. It's crazy. Tylenol, paracetamol. Tylenol, paracetamol. I like the fact that Darth 4x4 said trans people. Yeah, they probably would blame trans people for everything, but I don't think they can blame them for that in particular. Vaccines, no, it wasn't. It was paracetamol, or as they call it in America, Tylenol. Okay, next up, the Women's England rugby team beat Canada to win their third World Cup tournament. Well done, ladies. What was the score? What was the score when the England female women's rugby team beat Canada in the final? What was the score? I want one number, I want a dash, I want the other one number, please. I want a full score, please. And obviously the highest number was the winning team, so you don't have to write in what the teams were. Lion and the Nashers. 6-7. Ooh, no. Kirsty's close with 33-4, but it wasn't. And Sarah straight in there with 33-13. Well done, Sarah. You're now on 15. You are nipping at Yuri's heels. It was on 16. But you're absolutely right. It was a magnificent score of 33-13. Okay, in October, how much was Doug Barrowman and Baroness Moan's company, PPE MedPro, told to pay back in October? How much were they told to pay back to the nearest million? To the nearest £1 million that those fuckers stole from the British taxpayer. How much were they told to pay back? I want my Sunderland point right now. Okay, Billy, bloody hell! Were you there earlier? Were you, Billy? Were you okay? Right, you're on 4 now, mate. Keep your hair on. 134, no. 1.5, no. 10 million, no. 120 million, no. Ooh, Pete got it. Pete's in there. It was 122 million. I don't think anyone got that before you. It was 122 million, so Pete gets the point there. Well done, Pete. You're now on 8 for some strange reason. Next up, we've got Fayaz Khan, who arrived in the UK in a small boat, was found guilty of threatening to kill who? Who was Fayaz Khan, who arrived in the UK in a small boat? He was found guilty of threatening to kill who? Anybody know? Yay, says Pete. And we will never get that. We'll never get that money back because they spent it all on yachts and a big fuck off apartment, luxury apartments in Miami. Bastards. Farage. Everyone's firing Farages at me. Okay, you stop firing Farages at me now. John Barleycorn. John, you were first there, my friend. So you're now on 3. I'm going to give John a few more points for being awesome because John's been around here for a while. You're now on 8, John Barleycorn, for some reason. I'm just giving out points like it's candy. You know, who in October this year got his library card reinstated 130 years too late? Who got their library card reinstated 130 years too late? So who in October 2025 got their library card back 130 years too late? Anybody know? Anybody know? Anyone can guess? Anyone can? If everyone seems to be answering before you do, I would suggest pressing the live button or clicking on live, because you might not be watching this live. You might have a bit of a delay, and if you do, you're probably not going to win. Oscar Wilde, says Sarah. Whoa, straight in there, and you are now. Well done, Shakespeare, says Dark 4x4. No, Oscar Wilde. Oh no, actually, sorry, Jenny Robinson got in there before you, Sarah. Sorry, I'm going to take that point off, Sarah. You're still on 15, and I'm going to have to give that point to Jenny Robinson. Jenny. I can't find you on my list. Well, you've already got points, haven't you? I mean, Jenny, you've already got less. Did Jenny Robinson already have points? I don't want to start a new. No, we had Jenny Davis. I'm getting them mixed up with Jenny Davis. Sorry, Jenny Robinson. And you can have 2 points for that. Oscar Wilde was a beautiful, beautiful human being. He was indeed. If you've ever read the book The Selfish Giant, it is one of the most beautiful children's books ever written. He was an awesome bastard. And also, I love the fact that back in the day, Ernest was code for being gay. He literally wrote a play called The Importance of Being Gay. Love him to bits. Anyway, I was first for Orwell question at the beginning, so give me 1 point for that. Light and peace. Okay, Ernie. But you know what, Ernie? I'm an unjust God, so I'm going to give you 5. There you go. You got 5 now, Ernie. Well done. Give it to Sarah, says Jenny Robinson. Oh, Jenny. Okay, well, I'll give the point to Sarah. So Sarah and Yuri are now on at 16 apiece. 16 apiece. It's all to play for. It's all to play for. We've still got a few more questions left. And Jenny, thank you very much for the super chat. I've done as instructed and given a point to Sarah. So Sarah is now on 16. What a lovely community we have. We have such a lovely community here. Okay, so next question is, in Vatican City in October this year, King Charles III publicly prayed with Pope Leo XIV, becoming the first British monarch to pray with a pope since Henry VIII split from the Roman Catholic Church. In what year? Hey, so what year did Henry VIII split from the Roman Catholic Church? What year? Please give me the year. I don't want it close to the year. I want it bang on the year. What year did the Great Schism take place, when the Protestants of Britain said, no, we're not going to be Catholics anymore? Why? Well, because the king wants to marry his 6-fingered mistress. Oh, okay, that seems like a good a reason as any. What have we got? 1536, no, 36, no, 37, no, 1630, no, that's 100 years out. 37, 32, 40, 60, no, 1568, 1550 splitter. Clusterbungle very close with 1535. Oh no, Hannah gets it. 1534. Well done, Hannah. Hannah, you legend. You got that. You got that right. You're now on 11 for some reason. I don't remember getting that many right, but you were the first, I think, to get 1534. If we need a steward's inquiry, if anyone reckons they got like before then, let me know. Off topic, but our new 8-kilogram blanket makes the bed so cozy. Might not be any room for the missus when she finishes reading downstairs in a bit if this runs on late, says Martin Harrow. Hannah says, yes, finally. Well done, Hannah. Okay, so there was a new thing that came out this year where you had to verify your age to look at porn on the internet. Pornhub announced in October that since the Online Safety Act kicked in July, their visitors from the UK had decreased by what percentage? So you've got to guess what percentage Pornhub's UK visitors decreased by since July this year, between July and October. And give me some percentages. I want some percentages, please. Quit with the years. Give me some percentages. I was otherwise engaged. A bunch of us got bonus points for adulation. Yes, that is very true. 98, 60, 42, 80, 30, 108%, 40, 32, 95, 67, 67. No, Sarah Davis is right on the money. There's no way you knew that, Sarah. You must have looked that up. You're right, 77%. 77%. Right, we're entering the end game now, my friends, because we're into November. Right, so Mandami won the mayoral contest in New York, but where was he born? Which country was Zoran Mandami born in? Please give me your answers. I breathe through this. Give me your answers. Where was Mandami born? I'll give you a clue. Wasn't New York. You don't have to be exact. Well, you just give me the country. Uganda, says Sfax. Yes, Sfax is on the board. Well done, Sfax. I'm gonna give you 3 points for that because you weren't already on the board. So well done. Straight in there with Uganda. What? Uganda. You guessed it. It was Uganda. Okay. Next question. BBC's head of news resigned because of Trump. What's her name? What's the name of the BBC's head of news who resigned in November because of Trump. What was the name of the head of news who resigned? That's the question. That's the question. That's the question. Thanks, Graham. Love you. Oh, I love you too, Sfax. Oh, thank you so much. Do you know what? You can have an extra 2 points for saying that. You're now on 5 points. Well done. I've got 1 point, says Diz. Yeah, you have. But now, because I'm feeling generous, you now got 6 points. I just gave you a bunch of extra points. Stupid McTory Glazer. I don't know. Deborah Turnus says Russ 67. Well done, Russ. You are absolutely right. It was Deborah Turnus. So you are now on 1 point. I think. I don't think Russ got in there before. Got no point up till now, says Kirsty Hamilton with a £10 super chat. Well, the good news for you, Kirsty, is you are now on 10 points. So well done for the £10 super chat. Gives you 10 points. Well done. Congratulations. And yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Let the super chat. Let the super chat animation go up. Hey. Okay. Deborah Turnus. Yes, it was. I think did Deborah Turnus. Can I just check? Can I just check that it was Russ that got that first? Yes, it was. It was. So the point went to Russ there. Thank you so much. That was absolutely freaking awesome. Okay, Wicked for Good came out, which I thought was quite good. But what is the Wizard of Oz's first name? What is the first name of the Wizard of Oz? And it's not Wizard, okay? I'm not going to accept Wizard. I want to know what in the books the Wizard of Oz's real first name is. Obviously not real, because he's a fictional character, but what is the Wizard of Oz's first name? Percy, no. Kermit, no. Mister, no. Jeremy, no. Dave, no. Dave. We have 2 Daves. No. Dave, Oz. Dorothy, Dave, Graham, Brian, Reginald, Arthur, Oscar. Oh, wow. Sarah's now in the lead. You're well in the lead now, Sarah. You've got 18 points. It is Oscar. In fact, do you want me to give you the full? Do you want me to read out the full name of the Wizard of Oz? It is Oscar Zoroastra, Pradrig, Isaac Norman, Henkel Emmanuel, Ambrose Diggs. That's the name of the Wizard of Oz, aka Oscar Diggs. Okay, Thomas Zale won the 2025 Booker Prize in November of this year. What was the name of his novel? What was the name of the novel by David Zale? What was the name of the prize? What was the name of the book that won the Booker Prize this year? No De Piffle? No. Sounds like a Tory name. Yeah. Well, you know he is a fraud, isn't he? The Wizard of Oz. He's not really a wizard. He just has machines that do things for him. He sounds like a right tosser. Privately educated, of course, as Russ 67. Russ, were you already Russ 67 before the 6-7 thing started? Did you start the 6-7 thing, Russ? Was that you? If it was, I'll give you some more points. So Wizard of Oz has more names than Ewok Powell. Yeah, yes. Sarah kills these quizzes. Sarah is very good at these quizzes. Man of the World. Flesh. Thank you very much to Dot4x4 for saying Man of the World, even though that wasn't the right answer. But yeah, because I'd love to win the Booker Prize. So I'm giving Dot4x4 10 points for suggesting it was me. But I'm actually going to give the points to Ernie Burns for Flesh. Well done, Ernie. You are completely correct, Mundo. It was Flesh. Sorry, I've got to find your number here. So you are now on 6. Oh, Hannah has dropped another £5 in the super chat fund. Don't give extra points just for the work. Such a fun evening after the disaster of a week. Oh, thank you so much. That is very, very kind of you, Hannah. And I will give you points actually, because I'm just nice like that. But you know, you're miles off Sarah or Yuri, so don't get too excited. But I'll give you an extra point. I'll give you 1 extra point. You're on 12 now. You're on 12. You're doing quite well. Okay, so moving on. Minimum wage went up in the November budget. What did it go up to for over 21s? If you're over, or 20s, yeah, over 21s. So if you're over 21, what is now the minimum wage? Someone tell me. I want it down to the penny, okay? I don't want it to be like around something. I want it to be a proper figure, down to the penny. Down to the penny. 12, 25. No, Jenny Davis, you're in there quick, but you were wrong. 1270. Ooh, so close, Wesley. Oh, got the 1270. No. Oh, so close. 1241, 1232. No. Steward's Inquiry. Another one, Viper Scott. 1271. Yeah, I'm so sorry to Resloy there for not getting it, because you were just 1 penny off, but it is 1271. So Sarah gets that. I think Sarah looks like she's going to win this. By the looks of things, she's raring into the frontier with 19. The closest after her is Yuri on 16. We've got Hannah on 12. We've got Pete on 13. Sophia Lance is on 13 as well. Martin Harrow is on 6. Saz is on 10. Jenny Davis is on 7. Ernie Burns is on 6. Fax is on 5. Kirsty is on... Hamilton is on 10. And Dark 4x4 is also on 10. So yes, Steward's Inquiry. You're going to have to tell me more. Okay. Also in November, Season 5 of Stranger Things began. No spoilers, please. Which horror legend played Henry Vecna's dad? Season 5 of Stranger Things began in November this year. Which horror legend played Henry Vecna's dad? Or Henry Creel's dad. On the flesh question, Sarah Davis was there first. Ooh! Well, that means 1 more point for Sarah then. So you're on 20 now, Sarah. Sarah's like, I don't want to win this. I win these all the time. I don't want to win this. And then suddenly the competitive streak comes out. So Sarah's currently on 20. But it could all go horribly wrong for Sarah if someone wants to give a big donation. I'm happy to take you from 0 to hero if you want. Richie Goth says Robert Englund, but unfortunately for you, Jenny Robinson said it first, and before then Jenny Davis said it. Ooh, all the Jennys here. Okay, so Jenny Davis, 1977. You're right. It was Robert Englund, the guy who played Freddy Krueger. Of course. Okay, we're down to the last round now on December's news. So this is news from this month. So, I mean, hopefully it doesn't feel like that long ago. Who resigned, first of all, from the OBR as a result of the budget being leaked, the budget report being leaked before the budget was announced in Parliament. What was the name of the person who resigned from the OBR? Obi-Wan Kenobi. The OBR Kenobi, who resigned from the OBR after the fallout, as a result of the fallout from the leaked information. The OBR's forecast. Not great timing. The boss, says Perry. Very close. Sarah Davis in there again with Richard Hughes. I think Sarah's going to run away with this. Mathematically, others can win, especially throwing a super chat. But Sarah's in there as well. And Joanna says, sorry, didn't want you losing. I don't think Sarah's losing out. Sarah's like racing ahead. Sarah's on 21. So she's a full five points in front of Yuri, who hasn't been around for a while. Oh, there you go. Yuri saying, I'm happy to speculate. Greg Johnson. No, it wasn't. It was not Hannah. Okay, so next up, in December this year, what did protesters throw at the Crown Jewels in this country? Not in France. Okay, we're not talking about the robbing of the Crown Jewels from the Louvre. No, our Crown Jewels, the British Crown Jewels, had something thrown at them. I want to know what was thrown at the Crown Jewels in December of this year. Bonus points for my early morning pal Sarah D. Oh, that's very nice of you, Martin. Donating points. You can do that if you want. You can donate. You can donate to points to other people. But Sarah's got enough points. She doesn't need any more points. She's doing fine. Soup, says Sarah. No. Paint, no. Dick Van Dyke, no. Egg soup, no. Egg, no. Tomatoes, no. Custard, almost, Ernie. You're almost there. John Barleycorn got it. Apple crumble. Apple crumble and custard. Yeah. Anyway, so John Barleycorn, well done. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. What did you get? You got these people in jail. What did you do? Oh, mate, I was dealing hard drugs. Oh, what did you do? Oh, I accidentally murdered this guy. Oh, what did you do? I threw some fucking apple crumble and custard at the Crown Jewels because I didn't even know why they did it. Anyway, apple crumble and custard is the correct answer. And therefore, John Barleycorn, you get the points. So I'm going to give you a few extra points there because we've only got a few points left. So you're now on 12. If that encourages you. Who won the Grand Prix Championship this year? Who won the Grand Prix Championship? Who was the winner of the Grand Prix? Who was it? Who was it? Who won the Grand Prix this year? The championship, the whole thing, not just a single race. But the whole thing when all the points were added together. Accidental murder. I accidentally murdered someone. Yes, but I threw some custard. Lando Norris. Oh, God, Sarah, so quick. You're now on 22. I think Sarah's... unless someone wants to drop in a big super chat at this point, I think Sarah's going to win. We've only got 3 questions left. Here we go. Are you ready for this? This is question number 65. Denmark removed theirs... but Antarctica got one. What am I talking about? Denmark removed theirs, but Antarctica got one. What am I talking about? Bit of a riddle here. Bit of a riddle. What did Denmark remove, but Antarctica get this year? Han Solo, tariffs. No. Wasn't tariffs. Wasn't Han Solo. Wasn't Eurovision. Wasn't Underpants. Trousers, no. Postbox. Sutton Steve. Well done, Sutton Steve. You are right, and you're only on 1 point, so I'm going to give you another 9 points for that, getting that right. So you're on 10 now. Well done. You're on 10. And no, it was phone boxes. Denmark have removed all of their phone boxes. Post boxes. Phone boxes. What's wrong with me? Post boxes have been removed. But there has been a post box that has been installed at one of the British stations over in Antarctica. Okay, next question. David Walliams was dropped by his publisher. Which one? What was the name of David Walliams' publisher that dropped him like a hot stone? Because the guy's a fucking menace. I've been hearing horrible stories about David Walliams for a very long time. What was the name of his publisher? A border. Mermaid statue. HarperCollins says Jenny Davis. Well done, Jenny, in there. You're now on 13 for some reason. I'm just making up these scores now. Well done. It was HarperCollins. It wasn't Jasper Collins. Kirsty. I think I went to school with the Jasper Collins. Last question. This is question number 67. Octopus Energy announced plans today sell off its subsidiary Kraken Technologies for how much money? How much money is it going to be? Is it selling off its subsidiary Kraken Technologies? Octopus Energy announced plans. How much? How much? Dick Van Dyke. Kraken. Release the Kraken. Hang on, I need to roll it a bit better. Release the Kraken. No, no one's got it so far. John Barleycorn's probably the closest with £6.83 million. It's not the number I've got. I'm sorry if this is wrong, but this is the number that I've got. 67 billion. Wow, that's a lot. 67. No, not quite. Almost. Honestly, 6.7 billion is not a bad shout. You're quite close with that. 67. I should have made the last question a 6-7 answer, shouldn't I? 8.65 says you're in effect of no. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Maybe we should make this sudden. Maybe we should make the sudden death. 6.89. No, that's not the number I had. I read this earlier today and retained nothing. 25% of your bills are pure profit. Are you talking about my underwear? Yeah, you're not wrong there, mate. Hoping my electric bills will be reduced. I'm hoping that as well. For the amount of money they got, or that they're asking for. I don't know. They announced plans to sell the subsidiary, but I want to know for how much. How much? No one's got it yet. Okay, I'll tell you now. 6.7 was very close. Okay, so if you go up and down from 6.7 billion, no. Go down. Go down from 6.7. Just go down. I'm not going to be that precise. It's not going to be 6.7. It's not. 6.7's not in it. All right. It begins with 6. It's 6 point something billion. Give me. Oh, there we go. Sarah Davis got it. Sarah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Got the last question right. It was 6.4 billion apparently, and I think Sarah got that first. Can't see anyone else who got it before her. So the scores on the doors, George, is Billy Kershaw has 4, Paul Ewan has 1, Yuri has 16, L has 9, John Barleycorn has 11, Martin has got 1, Richie Goff has got half, Chris C's got half, Gin Stitcher's got 2, Graham Price has got 2.5, Hannah did very well, she got 12, Resloy got 1, Perry got 1, Lucas got 1, Old Berry got 2, Diz got 6, Pete Dencat got 8, Sphere Lance got 8 as well, Wayne Maker got 1, Duke Vengeance got 1, Cluster Bungle got 3, Sutton Steve got 10, Andy F 4292 got 1, Martin Harrow got 6, yeah, Saz got 10, Jenny Davis 1977 got a magnificent score of 13, well done Jenny, Pete Samuels got 1, Jenny Robinson got 2, Ernie Burns got 6, Svax got 5, Russ got 1, Kirsty Hamilton got 10, Doc 4x4 also got 10, but the winner with an absolutely staggeringly magnificent 23 points, Sarah Davis. Round of applause for Sarah. And also, I've got something special. I've got some confetti. Woo! Yay! Confetti. Well done, Sarah. Well done, Sarah. Woo! Okay, so gifts heading Sarah's way. And conveniently, we already have Sarah's address. So we're able to send you some nice stuff for winning the Nice and Sleazy Quiz of the Year. But before we go, got a super chat here from Hannah. Thank you very much, Hannah, for the super chat. That's very kind of you. And she says, well done, G. What a fab and fun evening. Thoroughly enjoyed. Please do again next year or even quarterly. Yeah, I like doing these quizzes. I might do another one. But Hannah, if you join us on Zoom on Friday, if you're about, you can take part in the quiz that we're going to have on Friday. It's going to be a bit different from this one. In that you won't actually need to know any of the answers in order to win. So yeah, if you join us for that, Hannah, we would love to have you in the actual on the screen if you want it. So well done everybody, and particularly well done Sarah, and also notable mention to Yuri Effectinov, who did really well. It was neck and neck for a long time there between Yuri and Sarah until Yuri took their foot off the gas for some reason, and I don't know why. I will be back here in the morning at 9 o'clock for the last morning brew of the year. Please join me for it. I might wear something fancy. I won't. I'm just going to probably wear this. But my mum's just laughing. She's like, you're not going to wear anything fancy, Graham. What are you talking about? But listen, have a great night. And if I don't see you before, have a great New Year's Eve. But hopefully I'll see you in the morning, 9 o'clock, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for a little bit of a roundup of the year. But I think this is a nice way to round off the year. Do you know what I mean? Talk about the stuff that's gone down. Try not to have too many questions about the orange menace over in America. And thanks to everyone who dropped in a super chat today. Thanks to everyone who's waving and blowing kisses and blowing those party things that go. I don't even know what they're called. What are they called? Party streamers? No, that's not a different thing. Happy New Year, says Diz. And see you tomorrow. Excellent, Graham. That was fun, says Viper Scott. You're very welcome, Alistair. And until I see you again, which hopefully will be tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, I'll say thanks for watching. Hello, good evening, welcome, and goodbye.